What's good, y'all? It's Logan. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make beats for people like Nardo Wick from scratch. Kind of like a 2-in-1 video. First part is making the loop, and I'm gonna be showing y'all my top 5 favorite effect plugins, and I'm gonna be using those in the loop. And then gonna be showing y'all how to do the drums too. So it's a little 2-in-1 here. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, do all that, and let's get into it. First, I'm gonna pull up Poison, and this is actually one of my favorite plugins that I've been using recently. It's a stock FL Studio plugin, so if you have FL, it has a lot of cool pads and keys in here, so I'm gonna go through the sounds and try to make a little pattern with it. Okay, so I got a little pattern laid out here, and I'm gonna play what it sounds like. Very simple, very repetitive, but now we're gonna add the real sauce to it, which brings me to the first effect plugin, which is Portal. Portal is essential if you want to make dark loops. People like Nardo Wick, Rock 49, who I just got snippet with, been working on that for a little bit, proud of that. Just a lot of dark loops use. Put up one of my favorite presets here from DB and Wizards Distro Bank. The preset is called Complicated, and this is what it sounds like. So you can see it gives it the grainy, like high-pitched flutter type effect that you hear in a lot of Nardo stuff. So now that I put on EQ and reverb, we're gonna get into the second effect, which is one of my favorites that my guy Alex put me on to. It's called Murder Melodies by Murder Beats. I'm really not sure what it does, but there are a few presets in there that I really like, and they just add like a cool effect to whatever sound you're adding it to. Now I'm gonna render out this pattern and add more sounds to the melody. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take pattern 1 and I'm gonna make it unique, play with the pitch, and I'm gonna set the range to 12 and just see what sounds best. So now I'm gonna add key layer. This key is gonna come from Nebula One Shot Kit by Daniel Taylor and 2. One of my favorite one shot kits. I highly recommend it. All of DNX. We use this kit in almost every single loop. It's one of our favorites. So the link will be down in the description for that if you want to try it out. I made this little pattern here, very simple. It's just a layer pad, and this is what it sounds like. So now we can get into the third plugin called Halftime. Halftime is like half speed and pro speed, but it has a lot more options for you to play around with. So you can play with the mix, you can mess with what frequencies you want it to have an effect on. You can play with the mode, which is how much you want it to slow down. There are different smoothing options. My favorite is just 1/4 bar and leaving everything else the same. This is what it'll sound like. Now I'm gonna add an EQ. Now we can get into the fourth plugin called Valhalla Ubermod. I use it mostly for chorus. It just has a bunch of presets. Truly, I don't know what the plugin like overall is used for. I just really like these chorus presets. Now I'm gonna add a bass piano to get some rhythm. Since these bass notes are really low, I'm gonna pitch the entire melody up a few semitones. I think that sounds really cool. Now I'm gonna add a bell. You can hear this in a lot of Rap 49 songs or Real Boston Richie, Lil Durk. It's just a little accent to put on the one. Next I'm gonna go in Contact and I'm gonna add a flute. Next, we're gonna get into the final plugin, which is called Lifeline Expanse. This is one that I kind of just found while I was scrolling through random plugins, and I was like, wow, this one's cool, I'm gonna get it. And there's a preset here called Bubbling Effects, and it makes the flute kind of sound like bagpipes almost. It's weird, but I think it's really cool. So this is what it sounds like. So obviously it's not going to be that harsh. I don't think it sounds great right now, but I'm going to play with the mix a little bit and EQ it, clean it up, do all that. So now that the loop is done, I'm going to export it and bring it into a new FLP, and then I'm going to do the drums there. So I have the loop put up right here, and the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop it up. The way that I do drums, I do them really fast, so I feel like it would be kind of unnatural if I just spoke every single thing that I was doing. So I'm just going to show the process of how I do it, and then I'll come back and talk after and show what I did. So I finished with the drum pattern. First thing I did was added this snare. Very simple. I added an open hat on the one. Added a reverse open hat every other clap. I have a counter snare. Next I added the hi-hats. So here's the hi-hat pattern. It looks a little bit complex, but really all I did was I just clicked in notes that go down to each other like a run almost. Next I added the 808. simple pattern at the beginning, and then at the end you'll have little rolls. I just copy and pasted what was in the first 4 bars, but I added a little bit more to it. I have a kick. I usually don't add kicks in my beats, but I thought it was cool for this one, and I just have it hitting every few 808s. Now that I've showed the drums, I'm going to structure this out and then play the full beat. So now that I have everything structured out, here is the final beat. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you want to see next if you enjoyed the style. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.